This is episode 145 now, airing on the 5th day of January at 1:45 p.m. Good afternoon, Barry here with you in the studio this afternoon, and today we have made a vanilla cake. So the ingredients: we put in 2 eggs, some butter, some flour, some vanilla essence, some sugar. You name it, we put it in. And then we put the ingredients into a greased cake tin and we let it bake in the oven for 20 minutes. Now this is another thing you can do whilst you are in lockdown, ladies and gentlemen, and baking is another activity you can do with the kids while you've got them on school holidays. And baking is so fun, you can get the kids involved in this. But remember, guys, before you start cooking, wash your hands, okay? Another thing, preheat your oven, but make sure you preheat it to the right temperature before you put anything in, okay? And also make sure, cooks, that you don't let the kids near hot pans, okay? Or the hot oven. So before you put anything in the oven, okay, make sure that you preheat your oven to the right temperature, guys. Okay, keep an eye on what is in the oven because I have said this before many times on the show when I have brought the YouTube videos to you, and never take your eyes off the oven because if you leave biscuits or cakes or slices in the oven or anything like that, it will burn. So be careful about what temperature you put your oven at. Okay, and look up on the recipe how long to cook the cake for, whether it's 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 50 minutes. And also, guys, use oven-proof dishes when you are making cakes and make sure that you grease the tin before you put the mixture in. And before you cook the cake, make sure that you've got enough ingredients to make the cake. Because if not, you will have to go to the shops, okay, and decide on what cake you're going to make too, guys, whether it's a vanilla cake, chocolate cake, orange cake, carrot cake, it's all there. If you are gonna make a big cake, double up the ingredients, guys. Okay? Now, what is a cake? Well, a cake is sort of like a round cake. Okay? Now, you can make all sorts of cakes for any occasion, guys. Whether it's for a birthday, a farewell, or just any time that you feel like baking a cake, guys. And with school, and with the school year not too far off, perhaps you'd like to make a cake for the kids' lunch boxes too. Surprise the kids. Look in your birthday cake book, guys. Okay? There are lots of cakes you can make. Okay? And on the kids' birthdays, okay, surprise them. They might want a cartoon character like Donald Duck or Minnie Mouse or a mouse cake or Hickory Dickory Dock. Make make a story character. Like there's nothing wrong with making cakes, guys, and they are delicious. And speaking of cakes, we better go and see how our cakes are going. But before we do, it is very important to keep an eye on the cake. Now, we put the cake in at, um, what time did we put it in? 1:40. We put the cake in at 20 minutes before 2, so the cake should be ready soon. Okay? And before you take the cake out of the oven, guys, wear oven mitts because the dish that you put in the oven, guys, it may be hot, so really do be careful, okay? Don't just not wear oven mitts if you are going to take a cake out of the oven because you will burn your hands and drop the dish. And never use ceramic dishes, guys, because if you take them out and they're really hot, you can drop them and smash them to smithereens. So really do be careful with ovenware, guys. Now getting back to cakes. Okay, the cakes are delicious, guys. Okay, why not make one with the kids while you've still got them on school holidays? And make a delicious icing, like an orange icing or chocolate icing or a cream cheese icing. There are so many types of icing you can make. So go on. We urge you today on the show to make a delicious cake, make a sponge cake, and put jam and cream in the middle. Now, how do you make a sponge cake? Well, it's easy. Follow the recipe, guys. Look up a recipe for it. That's all you've got to do. And make sure you are well prepared before you start cooking, guys. Make sure you've got your apron. Make sure you've got your wooden spoons and electric beaters. Make sure you've got enough eggs. Make sure you've got enough flour. Make sure you've got enough sugar. Make sure you've got enough carrots if you're making a carrot cake. Okay? Because, like, you've got to have enough of everything, guys, if you're going to make a carrot cake. Because it's no good cooking a cake willy-nilly if you haven't got enough ingredients, okay? The same with the slice, okay? Same with biscuits, okay? Same with everything. And on that note, it's time to check on the cake, so we will be back. Well, this is the closing message here. Have fun making cakes, guys. Okay, and you can make fairy cakes as well. Okay, and if you still feel like cooking tomorrow again, make some muffins or a slice or whatever floats your boat. So that's all from me today on episode 145. Thanks for your company this Tuesday, the 5th of January, and I will see you tomorrow for episode 146. I'm Barry Fair. The time is just after 2 p.m., 4 minutes past 2 o'clock. Thanks for your company, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for your company, and remember, be there for one another during this difficult time, and write down in a diary about how you felt during the lockdown and COVID, and talk to someone. And that's my closing message today on the show. And the number for Lifeline, if you need to talk to someone there, 131114, and the number that we rely on 24 hours a day, that is 000. Only ring that number if you've got an emergency, guys and mums and dads out there. Teach your kids how to dial that number, but only in an emergency. And on that note, time for me to say good afternoon to you now. See you tomorrow for episode 146. Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for watching.